All right, so it's snowing here. It's crazy. And the funny thing is, I was actually going to mow the grass today because yesterday it's been kind of warm here and, warm by like 50. The other day it was like 40 something, but I'm like, I'll just bundle up a little bit and go out there and mow because the front yard got kind of tall on me and I didn't get a chance to mow it. And then I had the surgery and I couldn't mow it. So it was kind of left, and Noe wouldn't let me mow it after that. And I didn't want her to mow it. Then it started raining, and so it's been raining nonstop since then. And I thought, oh, cool. But now it's like pretty much almost a half an inch of snow out there, and it's still coming down pretty hard, which is crazy. I didn't think it was going to snow. But anyhow, that's not what this video is about. This video is about the halftime show. Now, I didn't really get to see all of it, which is unfortunate because Shakira and J-Lo did the halftime show. Now, first off, let's just talk about Shakira. It's bad. Period. Bad. I remember when I first heard of Shakira, and I'm like, who's that? Like, who is that? Like, it was like she had robotic hips. I'm not joking. I'm like, dang, who is that? And J-Lo, just bad. Everybody knows about J-Lo, right? And, her buns and all that. J-Lo's bad. And the funny thing is, both of these ladies are older than me, and they look like that still. Look amazing. After kids and stuff like that, they both look... I don't know if Shakira has kids, but let's see if she does. But I'm 42. Yeah, she's got two kids. Shakira. There's a picture of her too. She's cold. I'm telling you, she's bad. Shakira has two kids. And she looks amazing. And Jennifer Lopez, she's got, how many kids does she have? I don't know. I think does she have one? I don't know. But at any rate, J-Lo is 50 years old. She's going to be 51 in July. And she looks like that. She hasn't aged in the last 20 years. She's like Demi Moore. Just don't age. Sandra Bullock, don't age. You know what I'm saying? And, Jennifer Lopez has two kids. So both of these ladies have two kids each. And they look like that. Okay? Well, people are saying that they didn't like the halftime show because maybe they say that J-Lo can't sing. And okay. All right. She's known more for her dancing. Her acting's not that great either. But, it's J-Lo. So, it's okay. You know what I mean? It's all right. She can't sing that well. Okay. Or, she doesn't act that well. All right. But she sure can dance. And so can Shakira. Shakira can dance and sing. So it's like... and she looks like that's the trifecta. Now I know some people are going to be upset because they're going to say it's objectifying, but I think that's just BS. And it's BS when people are saying that show last night was objectifying because nobody says it's objectifying when they're talking about Hooters. Hooters basically has women walking around with the term Hooters, and nobody's kicking and screaming. They will sit their frumpy selves down and eat. They're not saying that it's bad. And nobody is complaining, like I put up the video about the ladies walking across the street and basically nothing. Now, is that objectifying? Again, we cherry pick. Because what really got people upset is that you have two people up there who were singing some of their music in Spanish. Jennifer Lopez holding up the Puerto Rican flag, because she is Puerto Rican, and saying born in the USA, which people born in Puerto Rico are born in the USA. Now, you may not like that because haters are going to hate. You may not like that Puerto Rico is a part of America, but that's not J-Lo or Puerto Rican people's fault. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a fact. The what she was singing up there is fact. Well, actually, it's a little girl that was singing more in the USA, but they're singing facts. This isn't false. And I made a post on Facebook and I said, now had it been who did I say? Pamela Anderson and Pink up there, nobody would have a problem. Nobody would have an issue with that. But because you have two Latinas up there singing, people are scared and butthurt because it's not the ideal of what they want. Again, hashtag no divisions. The only thing that I was upset about was the fact that I did not get to see the entire thing. I'm sure it's somewhere. And if you guys have the full halftime show of them, I'd like to see it. But that's the only thing I'm upset about, because the snippet I saw was just showing little blocks and segments at a time. That's the only thing I'm upset about. People will sit here and say, well, it's objectifying because of this, and it's objectifying based on who? We say that women should be able to wear whatever they want whenever it's convenient. People make that argument when it's convenient. But then when people do wear what they want, and it doesn't fit what your vision is, people complain and say that that's wrong. Or that, people should be able to dance however they want to dance. Now, if they were up there line dancing, then probably people wouldn't have an issue with it. But because they choose to dance with flair and add a lot of culture to it, you got a lot of people butthurt. Because they're afraid of what America is looking like. And I'm glad and happy and proud that America is looking the way that it does. I don't want to see an America that looks like it did back in 1702. Now, some people do, and that's just too bad for them. Some people do want to see that. That's right, Sweets. It is snowing. Sweets just now woke up. It is snowing. So, to me, I don't see this, and there's going to be people who don't like it, and that's fine. Again, I said last night, and I'll say it again, thumbs down is a turn on for me. I like it because I know I am rattling the people who have an issue. I know I'm reaching you. And the fact that you now have other people who are normally quiet, and these are people I know, okay? That you see people who are now speaking up about the dumbness of people. Bless you. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of it. I sit here and I see people on YouTube who will instead of going back and forth with someone, will basically throw out a video, bless you, baby, and conquer whatever somebody else is saying. This is like an amazing time. And I think people are just tired of it. They're tired of the dumbness. And it brings more people together. The hatred, the vitriol is bringing more people together because people now see how messed up some people are. This strictly deals with race. Now, some people will say that, Hispanic is not a race or whatever. Whatever. That's not what the debate is. The fact is that people have an issue only because they don't see this as being America. To them, America is Dolly Parton, Pamela Anderson, and Pink. I don't expect people to like what I have to say, and that's cool. The people who really and I say it all over the place. Like, I don't blame all white people for every issue that involves a problem in America. I don't. But there are some that are a major problem. And I don't blame all of any group, because I want friends that are very diverse, of all different backgrounds, for a reason. because I think it's important. The people I have an issue with are the ones who refuse to have friends of a different race or background, and that's their prerogative. But you can't sit here and complain and get upset when you see something that shows truly what America is and get upset about it. You see what I'm saying? And so to me, the only regret I have is that I didn't see it the entire halftime show. That's the only regret. Now, you can debate whether or not Jennifer Lopez can sing. Okay, that's valid. You maybe can debate that I wish she was a little bit more of, this type of music or that type of music. Maybe it's not your style of music. Okay. Was definitely entertaining, but to say that it is objectifying, that's code. You know what I mean? That's just code, to be honest with you. Not everyone is going, again, most Super Bowl shows that I've seen have some sort of sex appeal. Lord knows on YouTube, there's a bunch of that. Nobody is sitting here protesting and talking about that. And this isn't necessarily a war against YouTube. People are tired of the crap, whether it's from the big giant companies like Google or Facebook, or whether it's from the average person that's sitting at home spewing hate. People are tired of it. It's not just here. It happens in Hong Kong. People are tired of it. You can't just keep pushing good people, pushing, and not expect somebody to fire back. And that's what you're seeing. There's people that really and truly say, I ain't got nothing to lose. There are some people who, their job or whatever prevents them from speaking out. In Hong Kong, there are people who said, we're done. If we don't speak out, we're going to always be behind the line. We're always going to be in a situation that we don't need to be in. And so they're putting everything on the line because they feel like they have nothing else to lose. And you're seeing that here. You're seeing that in other countries where people are fed up. They're tired of it. And I think that, like I said, I think 2020 is one of those years, one of those periods of where people are just done with it. You're just seeing it everywhere. You're seeing people start up channels that on YouTube that didn't even exist before, combating the same thing, talking about the same thing, talking about how people, just want to blame everything on one particular group of people. It's just stupid. And when you don't have platforms who are responsible enough to take those things down because they are hate speech, then you need more and more people to basically get on there and keep talking about it. Because eventually, once there's enough videos of people talking about that, and those videos get hot, because those videos are very popular. When people put them up on some of these other channels and they're combating some of this nasty, negative stuff, then YouTube's advertisers are going to be like, wow, you got a lot of that. Or when people make enough complaints to their Department of State or Secretary of State, which is what you typically want to do if you have an issue with a company, is file a complaint with your Secretary of State, then things change. The companies are not untouchable. They think that because they have a lot of money, but they're not untouchable. Because there's a lot of agencies, FTC is an example, Federal Trade Commission I used to work at, that can fix that issue quick. Seriously. So to me, it's like, enough's enough. And I think that there are people now saying the same thing about this halftime show with J-Lo and with Shakira is enough. What's wrong with them presenting a show, which the bits and pieces I saw was very entertaining. And not even the parts that just showed Shakira and J-Lo. I mean, you could put a bag over J-Lo and Shakira and still they'd be amazing. There's not, I'm looking at pictures of J-Lo and I can't find one that's flawless. I'm sorry. So some people are salty because of that. These women are over 40 years old and look the way that they do after kids. And there's some people salty about that. There's some people that are just overall jealous. And there's other people who feel like their America that they know is gone. But the reality is, in other parts of the country, that part of America has always been, like if you go to certain parts of California, certain parts of New York, and other places, Chicago, it's always been a diversified country. It's just other people were not that exposed. Now that they see things more and more, they feel like their life is threatened, and it's not. So anyhow, yeah, I again, I love the thumbs down. Somebody did something, and they were talking about basically the halftime show, and they thought it was great, and there was a lot of thumbs down and people making comments, and I'm like, I'm happy to see the thumbs down, not just on my channel but on other channels. When people are speaking the truth, I love it, because it shows you that they're that salty that the only thing they can do is push a button. Meanwhile, some of the other ones are saying some really harsh things, and the person is basically just sitting there writing LOL, because, to be honest with you, why would anyone who is truly about themselves and sure of themselves be upset with a bunch of words on a screen from random people? Because honestly, that's what it is. I mean, when people fire back with some of the negative, you're just words on a screen. And a lot of these people don't even have a true screen avatar. It's usually of something else. It's not of their face. So I'm supposed to be offended by what you say from someone who's too afraid to put their actual face online? Like, who cares? You see what I'm saying? It's like, you're really that sad of an individual that, and no offense to people who just don't want their image on there and they don't talk crap, that's different. But if you have the fortitude to be able to say something or to do some sort of passive aggressive thing, thumbs down or putting a rando hateful message on social media and run like a coward, then why would anyone respect you? You must be a pretty sad individual. And the people who are leaving these passive-aggressive messages about Jennifer Lopez and Shakira are sad individuals. Nobody respects that. It's just, you're trash. But anyhow, not trying to make this negative. Not. Really, I'm not. But again, I think that people are just tired of the crap. And a lot of times, we're told to just kind of overlook it and don't say anything or what have you. But I think folks are tired of that. Haters are going to hate. Somebody said that last night. Haters are going to hate. And that's for sure. But I think people are now putting them in their place, which is where they should be put in their place. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I will see you. Take care.